Hey guys, this is Panda, and I'm just going to be doing my first of probably like half a dozen or more videos where I'm unboxing my anime figures that happen to have boxes or that came in boxes. I think all of these were from a order where they came with the box, but I had to put them in the box because they were either heavily damaged and I had to fix them, or they were just flattened and sent in the package. But as you can tell, at least two of them are not real boxes. So this big one in the middle is probably a fake box. And then I'm drawing a blank on her name. The blue-haired girl is also probably possibly a fake box. I'm not for sure. It does have a barcode and everything on it, so it might not be. But the fact that it has like just pictures on all the sides of just the two different variants that you can get, doesn't really say anything, is kind of an indicator. The Miku one is obviously a real box, and then these two on the end, these beach ones that I've been wanting for a while, are also, I think, real boxes. But we will look at them on all the sides when I unbox each one. And I don't know if I'll be talking much because I don't have my mic set up yet for a USB-C, and I'm recording with my newest phone, so it doesn't have a headphone jack in it. But I hope you enjoy my unboxing, and I will be possibly coming to, or just going over what each one is and how much I paid for them and where I got them and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoy. Sorry about the loud music. Didn't quite have it set the right volume there. So this is actually Rem from RE0, and This is from Taito. I don't think it's a real box. I'm not for sure if it's a real figure. I do know it's the right size and it has the right base as far as I know. And I do like, I think maybe the face is a little bit iffy, but at the same time, the prize figure ones can look a little bit sketch. I don't know if the camera's going to even focus on this stuff. Maybe I should move the boxes. Sorry about that. For some reason, it's not focusing. Let me just get these out of the way and see if that helps. And oops, yeah, there we go. Now you can see it. So the face is a little bit not quite as detailed as I thought it would be, but I do like her outfit. That's one reason I got this one. I like her sandals. This is the kind of outfit I would wear if I went out in the summer. Except for maybe the swim top, or the tank top. I don't really like tight clothes, but I do like this pose. It's really cute. She's a nice size, so that's why I think it's probably a real figure, because she's the right size. Usually the fake ones are smaller. So let's move on to the next one. This one is a SEGA Splash Parade Miku, and I got it on eBay with the box for $38 shipped. And as far as I know, it's in new condition, so let's check it out. Way. Gotta switch these. And her hair is so heavy, it has to be held up on these little rod things. Her pigtails are falling out. This is why you want to get a real one, especially of Miku with her hair, because her hair is so detailed in all of her figures that if you don't get a real one and it's not made exactly right, it won't stand up right. Her hair won't be held up right like it's supposed to be. Usually because it's the wrong shape, or the things that are supposed to hold it up are the wrong shape. And it's very finicky with trying to hold it up in the right spot. I might have to rotate this a little bit. It's very hard to get it back out too. Come on, there we go. Oh dear. This is a very tricky one to get put together for sure. Okay. I'm thinking... hopefully that's a good spot. And this one... There we go. There we go. That might be good enough. I don't know about this. I think it's actually still backwards. Oh dear, there she goes. This is a very top-heavy figure. That is for darn sure. At least the real one has a decent base, and you can rotate these stands so that her hair is held up right. Oh my goodness, this one is being so finicky. I don't know how to put this on here. It doesn't really have a good spot to hold on this side, but I know this one's right because it's right between the little splashes on her hair there. This one is definitely gonna have to go somewhere where it's not gonna be breathed on even a little bit, because my cats knock stuff over all the time. And her water gun goes right here. By the way, this is an amazingly detailed figure. I love this figure so much because I am a very big fan of summer and water and swimming. And this one, her hair is so amazingly detailed. Let me see if I can get a close-up for you guys. I'm afraid to move because it's gonna fall over. I am so happy with this one. I am more than happy with the price. At first I thought it was a little bit much, but considering how heavy she is and how big she is, I love the see-through hair at the bottom. I love her see-through top, over the top thing. Blouse, whatever you call it. And she's really cute pose and really just cute outfit. By the way, her anklet is just like loose. Like, that's pretty cool that it's not just painted on. Her little anklet thing. You can literally just move it around. It's so detailed. I think SEGA is definitely one of the best figure makers, in my opinion, that I've seen. Because I have done nothing but window shopping and trying to find the right figure for the cheapest price for a few months now. And from what I've seen, SEGA is really good at that. Let's move on to the two little swim girls here. These two girls that have been on my wish list for a while, I ordered on AliExpress, which I thought I had gotten them on Amazon because I had them on my Amazon list. But these are actually from AliExpress, and that's why the boxes are so beat up. They did send them in the box fully assembled, so the boxes were crushed, and I had to go through a lot of fixing and taping to try and get them back in shape. But I'm pretty sure the boxes are real because they're pretty nice boxes and they've got all the information on them and whatnot. I can't really tell who they're supposed to be made by. I might have written it down in my notebook. Let me take a look when I open these and I'll let you know. But there's still like one more girl that's laying down on the beach with an inner tube that I want to get that's in this series. I still have her on my wish list. I have a couple of beach figures still on my wish list. I might hopefully be getting them before the summer's over because I have a whole shelf set up for beach figures and it's really cool so far. But yeah, let's get into these. These are both Blue Archive Beach Girls. I paid $30 a piece for them on AliExpress. I'm not for sure if I think Blue Archive is the series that they're from. I did try to save the plastic clamshell as much as possible, but I had to cut off the edges of it because they had so much packaging tape on it. It literally I couldn't get it off without the entire thing being covered in residue. So I just cut off the whole part that had the residue and the tape on it. So there's still a little bit of a clamshell to protect them with when I pack them in their boxes. And as far as I remember, they both have all the parts to them, so they look pretty cool. If I can get all the tape off here. Here we go. I think I'm done buying on AliExpress after this because not only are they doing a lot of scams now with anime figures, but they also don't, like the ones that they sell that are actually legit figures, they don't ship here to the US. Because I tried ordering a couple of legit, like, Evangelion, Radio Eva figures that had the original box, and they never shipped it, and I had to cancel the order because they said it said it wasn't going to ship because it doesn't ship to the US, which I don't know why they allow me to order it if they don't ship it here. But I was kind of frustrated because I had a Ray Evangelion Millennial figure in the box that I ordered there, and I was so excited to get it because I have the Asuka one. that I'm waiting to unbox. So I wanted to do them together, but I still have to get it because they canceled it on me. So the figures I do get are a big risk on whether they're going to be real or not. So I'd rather get them on Amazon or eBay from a reputable seller that I know sells original ones instead of trying to risk getting it on AliExpress and then having to wait 2 months to get it and have it be in horrific condition like these boxes were. A lot of boxes I've had to just keep flat after I got them because they were so damaged. But I did save some of the clamshell for these, even though they don't fill the box anymore, but sorry, my cat likes to eat plastic. Gotta make sure it's all put away. Garfield, come on. Come on. Up here and sit. Up here and sit. Don't chew on that. Don't chew on that. No chewing. Stop it. Leave it alone. Okay. So it comes with a base of sand. They both come with sunglasses. They're a little tricky to put together because they have to stand up and I have to put their sunglasses on exactly right, so it might be a little tricky. Okay. So here's her. Her hair is a lot brighter colored in person on the figure than it is on the box or the picture. So it's a little bit, I like it better on the box with the pale color, but that's okay. It's not too bad. She's got like metallic blue paint on her bow. And her little shark flip-flops. And she's got a nice inner tube that she's holding behind her somehow. I don't know if her hand is supposed to go into this slot or... I don't think so. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think, it doesn't reach. It doesn't quite reach. So I think it goes on the back of it. I don't want to break it. It's glued to her hair on the back here so it doesn't fall off, but it's a little awkward when they have like hair that's hanging down or necklaces because they don't like to stay in place very well. And then I gotta put her glasses on up here somewhere. Normally there would be a little tiny spot to put them. Hold on, let me take a peek here. Unless I put it under, oh, I could put it under her hair. Maybe. Ooh, this is a tricky one. This is a very, very tricky. Oh, there is a little tiny. Ooh, barely. Okay, now put it on the base. Like so. There we go. Not too bad. I think it'll look better once it's on the shelf with all the other beach girls that I've got. There's one that I wanted to order on Amazon, but I'm holding off on it because it's $70. But it's a whole setup with like a long-haired girl sitting on a chair, beach chair, with an umbrella over her, and she's got like a table with drinks and stuff on it. It's pretty cool looking. And it's probably worth it. It's just, I don't have that much at one time usually, so it's hard to save up for that. But, here's one. Okay, next we have the other beach girl. I think this is the girl that's more popular with most people because she has long hair and she got, you know, she looks a little more, I don't know, appealing, I guess. I like the short-haired girl myself, but... I'm gonna pick the shittier pair of scissors to use, I guess. Hey, get off the plastic. Hey, it's not food. Stop it. Garfield, you chewed a hole in it. You're gonna make yourself sick. You know that? You're gonna make yourself sick eating all that plastic. I don't even know where I can put it. Keep you out of it. Leave it alone, Garfield. Leave it alone. Naughty. Okay. Sorry about that. I gotta holler at the cat. Unless he kills himself all the time. Okay. Yep. Again, I've got these on AliExpress and they were 30 bucks a piece, which is $24 cheaper than they were on Amazon. So that's why I got them on AliExpress, because I knew they were, if they came with the box, they were more than likely going to be real. Only about maybe 25% of the ones I buy with the box on AliExpress were fake, or at least the box was fake. A lot of the figures didn't look like they were fake, but if you get them without a box, most of the time they're going to be fake. So that's why I don't really like ordering from them anymore, because I can probably afford the real ones if I just wait a little bit longer, and I'd rather do that than get the fake ones. So just pop this back in here. This one comes with a little hoop to put above her head, I assume. A little halo thing, and then also, I'm not for sure what the gray, she's supposed to be holding a phone. Oh, she is, okay. She's got the umbrella. I'm not sure what the gray thing is, but let's take a peek here. Okay, this one's a little tricky. It took me a while to figure out her hair, but this is the base. It's got a little bit of water on hers. Took me a while to figure out where all the hair goes because it was all messed up when I opened it. But she's got really long hair. I'm not really a fan of this part that goes over the top because it's not long enough. And it looks really weird that it stops here and goes over, like barely over. You have to kind of bend it. And then it's not, the inner tube doesn't like to stay in place either. So it kind of looks a little weird. Because her hand is back here on the back. And if you push it all the way forward to go where her hair is, oh no, oh dear. It just broke. Her leg just came off. So I'm going to have to super glue that now. Her leg just broke off while I was trying to fix her hair. I can probably put it together real quick, but I'm guessing I'm going to have to super glue that together. And it's always good when it breaks on the joint so you can easily fix it. So I don't know if I'm a fan of this part of the hair, but I do like this part. It goes down the back. See how much longer that side of her hair is, though. Like, it doesn't really make sense why this part is so short. But anyway, she is cute when she doesn't have a broken leg. And she's got her little phone and an umbrella. Or a water bottle, or whatever that is. I think it's supposed to be it looks like an umbrella, because it's got a little band around it, but anyway, I will be fixing that. Oh shoot, the broken leg is the one that holds her up. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna hold then. Barely. I have to put her sunglasses on. And they go on her head on the front. I'm not sure if I can get... Garfield. Seriously. Get down. I'll be done in a moment. You stay down. You stay down. Okay. Let me try getting her glasses on here. Good thing there's a couple of little tiny holes. Not sure how hard I'm supposed to push. They're not going in very far, so I'm guessing that's good enough. And then our little halo is, I assume this gray thing is supposed to hold that up. What I'm going to do is super glue that on when I fix her leg, because I'm not sure how this goes on. This goes on top of her head somewhere. And I'm not for sure how to get it to stay on, because this is supposed to be on it, I think. So I think it just kind of broke a little bit in the shipping, and I will have to super glue that one together some to get it to work. So I will put her to the side for now. I can get her over here without her falling over. There we go. One last figure. This is the Bremerton NIKKE Goddess tennis practice figure I got on Amazon. Obviously a fake box. I think the figure is real. There's a few things on it that make me suspicious of the quality, but I paid $45 shipped for this, and it did come from Japan, I believe. If you do shop on Amazon for these, just look for the ones that say free Prime shipping with an Amazon Prime check mark on them. And if they get to you in a few days or a week, it's usually because it's from this country, from the US, and not from another country. There are several on there that are from resellers in Japan that I do think, if they come with the box, they're real. As far as my experience goes. If they come with the original box, you can always ask too, or look at the reviews if there's pictures from people who bought one. The pictures from people who bought this made me think it was real. That's why I bought it, because I wanted it so bad. I love the figures that have scenery with them, that have bases with different things around them and stuff like that to sort of build the storyline or the character. So that's why I like this one so much. I also just like the character a lot. There's several figures of her that are out that I like, but they're too risque for me to like have sitting out, since the only people who ever come over here are my family, and I just don't think it's worth the hassle of trying to collect those. And there's plenty of figures that I can collect that are not that bad, so I'm fine with it. But there's a few more Goddess NIKKE ones that I do want, and I think I'm getting another one from Amazon in the next couple weeks that is a little bit cheaper one. It's a little bit not quite as detailed, but it's still pretty cool. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing a Miku unboxing for the rest of my Miku figures, and then I'm also going to be doing a Sonic, I think my next one's going to be Sonico, my Sonico figures, and then my Miku figures, and then my actual scale figures that are expensive. I want to do those together, and then I'm going to do the rest of my, like, well, there's a few, there's so many real ones in boxes that are just not special, like prize figures and stuff, so I'll probably split those up into 2 or 3 videos. But for now, this is the bottom half. Let's start with the base here. I like this one, that when I was looking at this one to begin with, when I was trying to find a cheap deal on this one, I didn't know for sure if the fence part actually came with the figure, because sometimes they'll just add stuff to it to make it look cool in the pictures. I didn't know if it came with just the tennis ball and stuff or what, so I think the problem with this one is the water bottle. No, there's a water bottle. There was a problem with this. I can't remember what. Let's see if I can put it together here. So here's the fence. I don't know why for sure, but this clear part, I think it's to make it look like it's fading out along the edges. So like nice large base. It does say Azure Lane, Bremerton, Scorching Hot Training. Doesn't really say the character. I thought it was NIKKE, but there's such tiny font on the bottom of this, I can't read it. But it does say Bremerton Azure Lane on here. It's a pretty nice base. It's nice and glossy on top. It is a little scratched, but that's okay. Nobody will notice. And then we put the fence on here. And then another way you can tell if it's a real scale figure, which I think this is supposed to be, is if they have a metal peg where they attach to the base. If the figure is attached to the base with a metal peg, that usually implies it's a scale figure, because it needs a little more sturdy thing to hold it with. So this is the metal peg that it came with. And it goes in the bottom of her foot and into the base. So I'll just stick it right here. And then her foot goes on there. We've got the tennis racket right here. If I can get it open. Oh, come on. This is really taped in here. Fort Knox in this thing, aren't they? Okay, here's the tennis racket and the water bottle. And got some other parts here. I think her head comes separately too. I know some of these require assembly, but that's sometimes part of the fun. I like assembling easy to assemble things. Like, there's a lot. The one most depressing thing about collecting figures like this is that I find these figures on websites like eBay and stuff that I want so bad because they look really sick, but then I find out that they're garage kits and you can only get it like unpainted and unassembled. And it's super, super, super detailed assembly. Like, you have to be really good at painting and really good at holding still and putting things, little detailed things together, which I'm not, because my health problems make me shake a lot, and I would not be able to paint or probably even assemble something like that. So it's really depressing when I find all these figures that I would love to have on my shelf, and they're just all like garage kits, especially when it's from an artist I like, on one of my anime artists that I really like. Some of them make garage kit figures, and I want them so freaking bad, dude. They are the sickest. It's like art coming to life, in my opinion, and I would love to have it, but they don't They either don't sell them in this country or they just don't sell them painted already. Like, that would be... I wish they would sell them painted already. I mean, you probably can find them like on Etsy, or there's probably people that do garage kits that they sell painted and assembled, but they're like freaking $500, $800. I can't possibly swing that ever. So here we have her tennis ball and her little yellow duck thingy. I'm not sure what that must be something in the show, the little yellow duck. Because I'm not for sure why else that would be on here. This little yellow, I assume it's a rubber duck or a toy or something. And tennis ball. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe it holds up the tennis ball. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. It doesn't really have much detail on it. Okay. Let's get these all unwrapped. Sorry about this. This might take a sec. Oh, wow. These are really taped. Holy moly. These are not going anywhere. Okay. Don't want to rip it too fast and break it. They're a little bit bent. That's okay. Got the bottom half coming up. Oh dear. The skirt comes off. Of course it does. Some of these figures have removable clothing, which as long as I can leave it on is fine, I guess, because I don't want to have super risque stuff sitting out on my shelf. I live in a community of old fogies and retirees and stuff, and they don't, like, if I have inspections, I don't want to have to hide all my figures and be all weird about it. Oh dear, there goes her tennis ball. Okay, got the bottom half out. So, it's supposed to be a belly ring, I guess. It's kind of weird looking, but... And then, oh, we've also got a duffel bag here. Weird. Oops. Taped all the way around. There we go. Duffel bag. And top half. Last piece unwrapping right here. I hope my other scale figures aren't this thoroughly taped. Takes a while to get open. I would just pause it, but my phone is in a tripod right now that is very difficult to access the buttons on, so I'd have to mess with it and bounce it up and down, and it wouldn't be worth it. Okay. Top half. And this is the part I don't really like, because the top that she has on, I actually had to tape it shut on the back because it wouldn't stay on. Like, it was just, it comes apart on the side and you can take it right off, but it would not stay together at all, so I just had to tape it shut. It looks like she's wearing a bra. I can tell you right now, if you take her top off, it's not a bra. So I wanted to keep it on because I don't want it to be off, so I just taped it together. I'm not going to be showing it because there's nothing to see anyway, and she doesn't even, they don't have like nipples or anything on it for some reason, so it doesn't look normal. But yeah, you can take the top off just in case, you know, there's one guy watching that cares, or one person attracted to that cares, I don't know, that cares about that kind of thing. As I don't know if anybody who watches this particular content knows, but I'm asexual, so it doesn't really affect me, I guess. I can say I think women are beautiful, but I don't have a desire to like see that all the time. So it doesn't bother me to leave it on. And let's just get it assembled here. I like how the part where you put her top on her bottom half is like a black, it's like black, so it looks like she's wearing a sports bra, kind of. But her skirt doesn't like to stay down very well either. She is wearing underwear though, so, or a thong I should say. She's wearing a thong under her skirt, so you, if you wanted to, you could just take her clothes off and have her wearing a thong. But that's okay. I'm fine with, I guess she's supposed to be grabbing the fence behind her with this hand. And I might have to glue her head down. I'm not for sure if this is gonna stay on very well, because it's very finicky with her arms being in the way, her arm being in the way and stuff. It kind of makes her look like she has a really short torso and a really short neck. Oh, by the way, it did have a little, I'm not for sure if it's supposed to be on there, because I don't know if she's supposed to look dirty. But she had this little black scuff on her cheek when I got her, so I'm not sure if that's normal or if that's just from being scratched up a little bit. But her hair and face and stuff are pretty well detailed. Her skin has a lot of shading on it, so it's not just like one color. Especially if you take her top off, she has some shading and stuff on around her top half. Her water bottle's trying to fall out here. Let me see if I can get that back in there. Oh. Okay, I think I got it. Garfield, stop eating the plastic. Okay, almost done. Let's get her put on her base, assuming I can get her on without her falling apart. And then turn her off. So that, oh, well, she's a little too far away from the fence, I think, to be accurately grabbing it. Yeah. I might have to move her hand out a little bit or bend her arm a little bit. I'm a little afraid to do that because I don't want to break it. But she's supposed to be grabbing the fence, and it's a little hard to get her in that spot. Because her arm is not out far enough for her to do that, so. Oh, I might have, no. Well, nobody's going to see it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But anyway, there's that. And she comes, you gotta set all this stuff up around her, sort of, so it's not... Okay. What's this? What am I... Oh, her bird sits there. I was like, what? This cavity on her bag. Okay, so I guess this goes here-ish. I'm not for sure. I guess it goes over the part where it says Bremerton. I don't know. Yeah, let's just put it in front of her because there's not much room on the base to put it. Oh, hang on. I think this little pedestal is for the bird. And the ball and tennis racket are just floating around, I guess. Yeah, there's a little hole in the pedestal here for the bird. I'm not sure why isn't it just a solid piece? Are you supposed to be able to hide something in there? Or I don't get it. Okay. Put that on there. And then tennis racket can go next there. I'm just going to put that right next to the bird so it doesn't fall off. There we go. I'm going to try to get this up without spilling anything. Okay, after all you guys waiting, I appreciate it. Here's the finished product. If I don't drop everything here. And it kind of looks like she doesn't have an arm, but yeah, it goes behind her. And you can probably just not use the accessories if you don't want, because they're kind of in the way. But yeah, it's a nice size, it's a nice weight, and it has a lot of details. And I think it was worth what I paid for it, which I can't remember what I said. I think it was $40, somewhere around there. Let me check here. So I think my favorite one out of these, oh man, it's hard to tell. I was going to say the Miku one. I think that's my favorite theme-wise. But the two beach girls I have wanted for so long because I think they're gorgeous and I love their inner tubes and everything. I like her better, I think, the blue-haired girl. But, gosh, I'd have to say it's a tie between them and Miku because I really like the Miku more than I thought I would. The picture on the box does not do it justice at all because she looks kind of ditzy on the box. But the hair is just, it wins me over, and I like her yellow top. Her yellow top, by the way, the see-through top, they do it right. SEGA does it right. Whoever made this one, that doesn't cut it. That's like a flexible rubbery thing, and it doesn't stay on at all. I don't know why they made it like that, but it's really annoying to deal with. Otherwise, that is a pretty nice figure. I do like that one. I like the Rem figure as well. I like her pose and everything, and I'm really can't wait to add these to my beach shelf. And I've got a couple other ones coming. I ordered the Miku that has the inner tube and the green, like, sort of see-through top. So I'll be opening that soon. I think it's smaller than that Miku, but it's still pretty cool looking. And I'll be opening the rest of my Miku figures soon, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Peace out.